afternoon, guys. Instead of a message today, a card message, I just decided to tell a nice little story instead for a change. Today is St. Bridget's Day, so happy St. Bridget's Day to everyone. Yesterday I went out home. You'll see photographs in my community tab if you have a look. I cut a load of reeds and I made a couple of St. Bridget's crosses last night. Now I make the traditional four-legged ones, the kind of religious ones as I call them. And then I make fabulous three-legged ones that I call the occult one or the witchy ones, right? So I made a few last night and I had them ready to go, and I no sooner had them made and a friend of mine texted me, "Are you making St. Bridget's crosses this year?" So I said, "I have one with your name on it." So I met up with him this morning in a cafe, and I brought my bag of reeds and a scissors and my ball of wool, and I sat there making crosses. And sure, the owner of the cafe wanted one of each. One of the girls in the kitchen wanted two, one for her and one for her sister. Another member of staff was standing watching me making them nearly the whole time. She was fascinated. She said, "Oh my God, I love to see people making them." There was tourists wandering in and out and they were all watching me making them. So staff anyway were asking me, "Oh, do you want money for them?" And I said, no, not at all. I said, "Just keep bringing the tea." So I was drinking tea all morning while making my crosses. It was lovely. And eating a scone and whatnot. But then when I left the cafe, I was walking along the town and I met the local traffic warden who I'm great friends with. So I asked him, "Do you want one?" So I had two in my hand, two made ones, and I had my bag with some of the reeds left in it. So I had two left, one with 4 legs and one with 3 legs. So I said, "Which one do you want?" So he took a 4-legged one for the office where he works. And then some random woman, I've never seen her before in my life, an older woman, well older, 60s maybe. She came up to me and she says, "Oh my God," she said, "where did you buy that?" She said, "I've been looking all over town." She said, "I only came into town to buy a St. Bridget's cross." And I said, "Oh, I didn't buy it at all." I said, I wouldn't even know where to buy them. I said, I was sitting in a cafe there making them. I said, "I cut a lot of reeds yesterday and I've been making them for people all morning." And she says, "Can I buy one off you?" I said, "No, you cannot." I said, "Here you go." I said, "So long as you're happy with a 3-legged one," I said, "here you go." Well, she was over the moon. She said, "I literally only came into town just to get a cross and I can't find them anywhere." She was delighted with herself. So I made all the staff in a cafe happy with them, and they provided me with tea for the morning. And well, the morning, I say I was in there about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours maximum. But I made loads. I actually made 10 in that space of time because I was just making and talking and people standing watching me. it was great crack. So I just wanted to tell you that little story today because it was nice. People kept coming up to me and telling me how nice it was to see them being made, because in the schools when I was younger, when I was a child, like when I was in primary school, they used to get reeds and teach us how to make them properly with the reeds. Then decades later they were using pipe cleaners, multicolored pipe cleaners, which were just ridiculous now, and I don't know how they actually use them, but they buy coloured straws, which is absolutely disgraceful, I think, when you can get reeds free and they're natural and they're from the earth and they're what the cross is supposed to be made of, and they're teaching kids in school to make them with horrible plastic coloured straws. But anyway, so I think that's another reason why people were so fascinated watching me make them this morning, So I just wanted to tell you that little story. I will be on live at 6 p.m. I don't know what time is it now. What time is it? 1:30. So in 4.5 hours time, just under it. I made sure to keep back some reeds to have enough to show you live how to make one. Obviously I won't be expecting people to have reeds and to be making them along with me, but I just thought people might like to see how they're made anyway. Hopefully I'll have enough to make a 3-legged one and a 4-legged one. I mean, it's the same idea. It's just a case of making 3 instead of 4, But yeah, so that's in about 4.5 hours time. It's 6 p.m. GMT Irish time. So if you're free, lads, come on and have a look. I love making my crosses. I was actually telling people in the cafe this morning, I said, "Lads, I would literally sit all day making crosses. I just love it. It's so therapeutic. Really, really nice. I love making them." So if you know where you can get reeds, they grow around bodies of water. So they grow in the field. There's absolutely mountains of them in the field at home because we have our own well and the waters run down through the field. So they're all over the place. But, you know, they'd grow at the side of rivers, around lakes, that kind of thing. There's a lake that I go to just over an hour from here in a different county. I'm just turning off my alarm, sorry. And there's a lot of them grow around that lake, and I always make a few when I'm up there. I sit and make a few while the kids play around, and then I throw one of the crosses into the lake for Mary Hannigan, who supposedly haunts the lake. So I always make her a prezi of a cross. So that's the story, guys. I'll see you in a few hours for the live. Thanks a million. Bye.